So we're going to do the letter Ain, which consists of three strokes, but they can be broken down into four strokes depending on how we want to write it out. So the first stroke is a kind of a moon crescent. That's like three nuktas wide. So I like to have my ink not too dark uh, in this letter. The second stroke is so you move your pen a little bit, half a nukta in front of where you ended your first stroke, right? And then you curve down. And as you're curving down, then you play the same game that you did with Jim. Now you can break this down or complete it in one go. It's up to you. And then as you're moving, you just make it to horizontal. It's nearly horizontal from this, and it just you lift your pen up from the bottom to create this shape. Okay, then we have this stroke. This stroke is essentially a similar moon crescent, except it's inverted, and then it would require you to move your pen. So if I'm too much ink, sorry. If I put my pen here to less ink now. Okay, so it starts at 1 o'clock, but as I'm making this crescent, I lift my pen up from the bottom. You will start to see the same effect happens as this one. You get a bit of ink that's not on the surface, and depending on the columns, it will be more or it will be less. So I don't lift my pen up. If I'm here, with this point, I go back, and then I can fill this in. I mean, this is something, filling in this stroke is like officially allowed in this script. Uh, just because it almost you can have this much covering, but you'll still have some spot that's like, just not getting there. So if I put my pen over here and I start to go, I lift my pen from the bottom and I go back. If the ink is thicker, and that's your ink, right? Um, I like to have ink a little bit less thick just because I'm filling it in, I can get like sharp edges. So like sharp edges look good. So I'll do this again with a different form of Ain like this. So this is one form. This is Ain al Mursal. I do another crescent. You play the same thing that you did with G. You curve it back up. If you want to connect any letter, you can do that. If not, you can just lift your pen from the bottom and you can have this shape. And then hold it from here. You make your inverted crescent. You lift your pen from the bottom. You reach the tip. With the tip you go back, fit it in. Okay. So I will do this once again. Okay, so this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be longer a little bit, 6 nuqtas. This should have tightly fit 2 nuqtas, and this we discussed 3 nuqtas. So if you really wanna, I mean, a good way to practice it is like, let's say you draw 3 nuqtas right here, and then you have these lines coming down. So you know exactly when you want to stop your crescent. Uh, this is a decent shape. Okay, very good. So if you want to practice uh, 1 or 2 times this, and a good way to do it is just, I mean, I drew like quickly. I forget the rest of the letter, and I'm just like practicing this stuff because that's the important stuff. This is similar to Jim, similar but not exactly because like this part is different. This is the same.